This is Mrs. Fraser, and we're going to go over a few examples from your Palooza. So one from each station, starting with the long division. So remember that my dividend goes inside, so 2x squared minus 5x minus 1. And on the outside is my divisor, so x minus 3. And I'm always focusing on this first term. So this first term, I want to know what I would need to multiply by to get 2x squared. So I would need to multiply by 2x. So 2x times x is 2x squared. And then 2x times negative 3 is negative 6x. So we know we're going to take this whole binomial and subtract it. And one of Miss Freeland's students actually showed that we could just go ahead and show that I'm going to subtract negative 2x and I'm going to subtract negative 6x. Well, if I subtract negative 6x, it's like I'm actually adding it. So that helps us go ahead and change that. And now I can just add these together. So 2 minus 2 is 0. So this cancels, and negative 5 plus 6 is x. So now I just have x minus 1. So once again, I'm going to look at this first term. And now I'm looking to see how that first term, what I would need to multiply by to get this term, x. I'd need to multiply by 1. So now I have plus 1. So 1 times x is x, and 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. And again, I'm going to subtract all of these. So if I look at how I would subtract those, I'm subtracting x, and I'm subtracting negative 3, so that's like I'm adding it. So these cancel, and now I can combine these together, which gives me positive 2. X cannot go into positive 2. It's not possible. So this is where I end, and I've got a remainder of 2. So I'm going to write my answer now. I know it's 2x plus 1. And then I add my remainder, plus 2, and I place it over my divisor. So 2 over x minus 3. So my final answer. Okay, so let's look at our adding and subtracting station. I choose to take my two binomials and actually stack them if I'm subtracting them and place a subtraction. So I have 8y squared plus 2y. And I want to subtract 6y squared and 1y. So subtracting 8 minus 6 gives me 2y squared. And 2 minus 1 gives me 1. So remember, we subtracted the whole thing. So I have 2y squared plus 1y. But I'm going to rewrite this as 2y squared plus y. Okay, so let's go to our division with the area model. So remember, my area model takes 4 squares, and we can find the area of each square and then combine all of my squares together. So let's start with my divisor is negative 4x plus 1. And I know that negative 80x squared will belong here. So now I'm thinking of what would I need to multiply negative 4x by to get negative 80x squared. So I need to multiply by 20x. Okay, and then I can go ahead and see that 20x times 1 would give me 20x. And I know that these two boxes combined are going to create this middle term here, my 36x. So this has to be 16x. So I'm looking now for what times negative 4 would give me positive 16. So hopefully we can determine that that is negative 4. So negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. And negative 4x times negative 4 is positive 16x. And now I'm going to take my negative 4 and multiply by 1 for this box. So now I have negative 4. I'm going to take all of these pieces and I'm going to add them all together. So, oh, I'm sorry, all of these pieces added together actually make this original. And now this right here is my answer. So 20x minus 4 is my quotient. Okay, so this is our station where we're supposed to utilize the distributive property. So I'm going to rewrite. I have 7x times x squared minus 2x. So to use my distributive property, we know we take whatever's on the outside and multiply by everything on the inside. And remember that this is part of my term. So 7x times x squared would give me 7x to the third. And 7x times negative 2x is going to give me negative 14x squared. Okay, going to our last problem. We're supposed to take our binomials and multiply using the area model. So since they're both binomials, I have rows and columns of 2. I can write them either way. So I have 2x plus 5 times x minus 3. So 2x times x is going to give me 2x squared. And 2x times negative 3 is going to give me negative 6x. 5 times x is going to give me 5x. And 5 times negative 3 is going to give me negative 15. So now all of this is going to give me my area or my answer here. Okay, so my product. So combining all of these, I have 2x squared plus 5x minus 6x minus 15. But hopefully we know that these should combine together. So I can rewrite this as 2x squared minus x minus